Here we go again. This is Jason.
And he's Greg.
And this is another episode of Retro Collectors. Morning, Jason. How are you?
I can't believe you're early.
Come on, let's go.
The car boot sales are well and truly in full swing, and it would seem that Greg is getting a little bit happier with getting up early in the morning.
I am, Jason, yes, and I'm doing it all for the people, Jason. Well, we got to the car boot really nice and early again, but this time both of us fresh as daisies, and Jason found something straight away this time, and I believe it's in between your legs.
Here it is. Oh,
there it is, Jason.
Mousetrap.
Brilliant.
Turn the crank, snap the flank.
Kick the boot and down the chute.
Watch it roll, hit the pole.
In the tub of rubber dub.
Flip the man in the pan.
The trap is set. Now drop the net. Gotcha! Catch a mouse with Mousetrap.
The craziest game you've ever seen. Get the cheese, but don't get trapped.
Mouse on the run. Little mice on the run.
Race them just for fun.
I go here and you go there.
Give the mice a little scare.
Watch them go, don't be slow. The trap is set.
Now drop the net.
No! Catch a mouse with Mousetrap.
From Milton Bradley.
This is one of those games where the gameplay was all about setting up the mousetrap, and then you get to the end and set it off, and it was all over in 10 seconds.
Story of my life, Jason.
If you are a regular viewer of Retro Collectors, you might remember in a previous episode that we had our Ed the Duck bubble bath, which I still haven't tried.
I'm not going to either.
But you might not remember that back in the day, Ed the Duck had out his own single.
Song?
Yeah, it was called Awesome Dude. And here it is.
Question.
Yeah?
He quacked.
No, not in this.
Well, then it's not Ed the Duck, is it?
He mimes to a rapper or a singer called Roy Hamilton.
So he could talk all the time?
Apparently not, no, just on this record. And this was 50 pence.
Well, I was happening, Duckman Zero. Now I'm around, Edman's hero. So rap with me to this cool ballad. I'm telling you now, I'm one funky melody.
One funky melody.
Now, here at Retro Collectors, as you very well know, we love our annuals, don't we, Jason?
We do, Greg.
And, well, we've got quite a few, haven't we? And so what we thought we'd do is we'd get a few more. And here they are, Jason. Let's have a look at what we got this time. Mad Balls.
Love it.
Do you remember that?
Mad balls, gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball, they're gross, funny, yucky, sick. There's 8, so you can take your pick. We throw, catch, it's uh-oh fun. There's so much gross in every one. Freaky fun is what they're for. There's so much ugly, so much more. Gross for one, gross for all. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. We play with a mad ball. Mad ball.
Freaky fun for everyone, sold separately from Amtoy.
Mad ball.
But it's in great condition again, Jace. So I think you found that one. Well done. Here's one for you. Super Gran. Remember that?
Stand back, Superman, Iceman, Spider-Man, Batman and Robin too.
We've also got Grange Hill here as well. 1986. Couple of ladies in there I used to take a fancy to. Sorry, the missus, if she's listening. She won't watch this anyway. Grange Hill. Here's one of my favourites. Hey, Rap Bands. Remember that one, Jace?
Yeah.
Roll and Rap, one of my favourites. The annual.
Kevin the Gerbil.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. And of course, I think this might be a mistake, Jason, because there's no way I would buy Shaking Stevens.
I didn't buy it either.
Jason, did you buy Shaking Stevens,
No.
Jason? Jason, why are you looking away when I'm asking? Did you buy Shaking Stevens the annual?
All right, I bought it.
Why would you buy Shaking Stevens the
Because
annual?
I was in the fan club, Greg.
You was in the fan club of Shaking Stevens?
Have I just said that?
How many times a year do you go to your fan club?
How many times a year I go to the fan club?
Yeah.
Quite a lot, really. Quite a lot. I'm very close in touch with the fans.
Another one of our finds was these mask, annuals. Yeah, they were really popular mask.
Who bought this one, Greg?
I I can't even see what it is. What is it? Sorry.
Yes, you can.
It's Care Bears. Jason, what are you buying Care Bears for?
There you go, Greg. Put it on your shelf.
No, Jason, you bought that. You know you did.
No, I didn't.
Jason. Oh, there's nothing wrong with Care Bears. They were sensational.
Care Bears, Care Cousins, Stare, Call.
We find lots of cool 80s and 90s action figures while we're out and about the car boots and the charity shops, and one figure that seems to turn up quite a lot is this one. In fact, this week we found two.
Mine was gloveless though, wasn't it?
Yeah, at least this one has got the glove. None of the others we found before have got the glove. All we need now is the sword and the little ring that makes his eyes light up.
This secret power ring, battery not included, makes Lionel's eyes light up.
One range of action figures that we don't see too often are these Karate Kid action figures that were brought out in 1986 by Remco Toys. This is Karate Kid, and we found him at the car boot, unfortunately with no clothes, and none of the other figures, but at least it's a Karate Kid figure.
I thought you was going to say we don't find many wrestling figures.
Remember, Daniel-san, true strength comes from heart.
And now, it's the time you've all been waiting for. Yes, it's time for Jason's Big Box VHS video section. So, Jason, here we go again. Welcome to another episode of VHS Big Box Collectors. What have you found this week?
This week, Greg, it's Home Alone.
Oh.
Released in 1990 and has become one of the nation's favourite Christmas films.
Yes, it was fantastic, wasn't it? But here's a question for you. Was your favourites 3, 4 or 5, which was Bone Alone?
Bone, what did you do?
When the Conley family...
I'm sorry, but Bone can't come with us to Grandma's house this year.
Leaves for the holidays.
I thought it was righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
It's righty-offy, lefty-on.
They leave Bone alone.
You're not going to Grandma?
Jason, wasn't that...
Yeah, it was.
Why didn't we buy it?
I have no idea.
On the walkabout around the car boots, we get to see lots of modern Star Wars stuff, but obviously that's not something we're into. Well, I'm not into Star Wars whatsoever. Cue a lot of people throwing things at the TV right now. But you found something, didn't you, Jason?
I did. In the mid-90s, Walkers released these collectible Tazos, and they released them in this album, and we found this one, which is complete all but 2 of the Tazos in there. And they also released a Looney Tunes collection of Tazos,
That's what I remember. Yeah, I remember them. I don't remember the Star Wars one, mainly because I don't like Star Wars.
Here's a word of caution for you when buying from the car boots.
Hazard's a word of caution, isn't it? Hazard.
When buying electricals, always try and get them tested there and then, because obviously you don't know if they work or not. However, if you are willing to take the risk on something, if you feel it's the right price, then feel free to buy it. And that's exactly what I did with this next item. It is
between your legs again, isn't it?
An Amstrad CPC 464. Now, whilst we had Spectrums when we were younger, didn't we?
Oh, I was a Spectrum boy, yeah.
My cousin had an Amstrad CPC 464, and I remember an Amstrad CPC 464. I have many a happy memory playing on this machine. So, the big question that we have to ask ourselves is, does this work? Well, let's get the monitor out, Greg, and find out. You're right there. I'll help give you a hand. Let's plug this bad boy in.
Let's go.
Well, that's it for another episode of Retro Collectors. As always, we really hope that you've enjoyed the things that
action-packed, spectacular episode this one, wasn't it?
It's getting really good, isn't it, Greg?
No words, Jason. No words.
We'll see you next time on Retro Collectors.